Hello punters, members of the parish, all 12 of you, or I'm not sure if it's 18 actually, I don't know, last time I looked I think it was 12. Today I'm in Estepona, which is in the Costa del Sol in Spain, and it's known as the Garden City of Spain because there are just floral displays everywhere, and that's mainly due to the mayor, I've been told, because his wife owns a garden centre, which might raise a few eyebrows in some other places, but not here. I think he's well loved. You're always going to get the moaners like me, but I'm not moaning at all about Estepona. It's one of my favourite places. It's one of my happy places. He's pedestrianising a lot of Estepona. My doctor was telling me that it does cause a problem with the people that have got cars who are living in the centre of Estepona, because I think there's only two. I think she said there's only two ways in and two ways out, which means when you're going to work in the in the morning, if you're working outside Estepona, you've obviously got a problem with the traffic going in and out. But you know, I'm a retiree, so it doesn't bother me, and I love it. I mean, I think I'm right in saying that the mayor of Estepona is the most voted for mayor in Spain. He spends huge amounts of money on Estepona, and when you come here and you walk around, you can see why it is. Without a doubt, it's one of my favourite places in Spain, and I've been to a lot of places in Spain. I call it the town on the Costa del Sol that actually made an effort. Anyway, let's go and have a walk around. Now, if you're coming to Estepona or visiting Estepona, the order of the day is shorts and shades. For ladies, well, I'm not too sure. Don't know much about ladies' clothes. I never wear them in public anyway. Yeah, come hungry, come chilled out, and I'm sure you'll love it. So this is one of the main streets in Estepona, and it's been pedestrianised. When I first came here, you could drive up this street, and I think it's one of the criticisms that's been made by some of the locals that it's difficult driving in and out of the city now. There's only one way in and one way out. Having said that, I mean, I think it makes a big difference. It really does. It's a real walk-in city. In fact, I don't think it's a city really. It's in between a city and a town. Now, this little area we're about to go into would normally be thriving during the day, but as I say, it's siesta. So a lot of the cafes are closed up. I really picked the wrong time of day really, but there'd be lots of people out here having lunch, an early lunch, having coffee, and just people watching really. I'm just going to go into the main square in Estepona, which again normally there'd be tables out and people having tapas, drinking wine or coffee. And up there is the El Pilar Hotel, the boutique hotel, and they've got rooftop restaurants up there and a really nice rooftop bar. Maybe I'll go up there one day with a camera. There it is there. And this is Cooper's Bar, an English pub which is part of the hotel, which is closed at the moment. But that's very nice in there as well. Now, as I said, they call Estepona Garden of the Costa del Sol. Apparently they've got over 60 murals dotted around the town, and I've only been able to find 2. It really is like a free open air gallery. The Louvre in Paris, but outdoors. Now Estepona is also known for its murals that are painted. I can't remember whether they're all painted, but when you're walking around you do come across them. That looks like an older one. Now I think I mentioned earlier that a lot of people in Estepona, well not a lot, some people in Estepona are not happy about the fact that large areas of Estepona are being pedestrianised. So all the parking is going to be underground. This area here, when it's finished, will be a pedestrian area that people can just stroll up and down. And just like the Paseo that I showed you earlier, there's parking underneath the pedestrian area. Personally, I think it's fantastic. I think it's great to be able to walk around the city without any traffic or large volumes of traffic. But as I say, some people are not too keen. And because it's becoming largely pedestrianised, we've got a lot of cycle paths, which again I don't mind. You've just got to be careful when you're walking along the Paseo. I can't believe it, I'm not moaning about anything yet today. I've got to say, Estepona is one of my favourite towns in Spain. So if you like cycling, I think you'll like Estepona. It's very cycle friendly. As I said, you've got to be careful where you're walking, so I'm already in the cycle lane. Never mind. All this along here, all this pedestrian area, that used to be quite a busy road. With cars driving up and down, me included. And you can walk all the way along the Paseo down into the marina or port, Puerto, Estepona Puerto. But I'm not doing that today because I'm getting old and I'm starting to get knackered. Of course, you can imagine what would happen to those chess pieces on a Friday and Saturday night in England, couldn't you? Now it's October, it's still warm, still people on the beach, still nutcases riding around on those electric scooters. Now Estepona's Promenade is probably one of the best on the Costa del Sol, all palm lined, really designed for slow walking pensioners like me. They use it as an excuse to call it cardio. I'm trying not to swear in this video. I was looking at some of the rules, YouTube rules, and it said you shouldn't swear in the or YouTube don't like it if you swear in the first 30 seconds of a video. I think in the first one I've done, I swore about 3 times in the first 10 seconds. I had to edit all that. So I'm trying to curb my language.
Sí, claro, sí, pero ya casi un mes. Y digo, ella dice, sí, la conocía mucho. Digo, ay, no,
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a cold beer with a name. Fuck's sake. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a cold beer with my name on it waiting for me somewhere. So, until the next time, hasta luego.